it's the Northern Planta here today, and it is Easter time! Almost. 2 days. 2 days. So with Easter comes plants, because it's spring and it's coming. So for all us gardeners, planters, from vegetable gardeners to perennial gardeners to annual gardeners to even house planter gardeners, spring is just an awesome time all around. So I'm sure everyone's in a really good mood. Everyone's like really excited, really happy right now. But one of my favorite plants that come out at Easter time are hydrangeas. That look fake. They look like fake flowers to me, but I love them. So these are actually a perennial. You can put them to sleep for the winter and they will come back every year. Or you can just keep them for Easter and check them after that. Completely up to you guys, but they're awesome. So they are a part sun flower. Don't put them in full sun. They don't like that. So part sun is the best option for these guys. They got beautiful blooms. They have all different colors. There's mini hydrangeas to giant hydrangeas, and by mini I mean like these little cones here are slightly small. Or you can get giant ones that are huge. The biggest thing with these guys is people buy them and they put them in their planters and then the tops snap off. The reason being is they are really, really, like, I will move the little stool around right now. The heads are so heavy compared to the thickness of the stem. Towards the base of the stem, depending on how old your hydrangea is when you get it, will have like a woodier stem to hold up these heads, but typically that's still not enough. So you want to keep them out of the wind. That is the biggest thing. They need to be in a sheltered area. So whether that be along a fence or in a corner or on a deck, that is the big thing. Full shade is a no-no. Full sun is a no-no. Partial shade. So when I say partial shade, as with anyone saying partial shade, they usually need morning sun or evening sun. So no midday sun. So that's a big thing. It doesn't mean that it has to be like right in between where the sun and the shade is on where your house is. No, we don't mean that. We mean that it just doesn't have as intense of a sun. So high noon, 1, 2, 3, and around there, 11 o'clock in the morning. Those are generally the hours where you don't want these guys to be in direct sun. You want them to be in shade of some sort. Morning sun is good, and evening sun is great. So that's where these guys need to be sat or planted. They do best in containers. They don't do the greatest just in the dirt. And while they have these blooms, make sure they stay well hydrated. If they don't stay well hydrated, then the blooms will shrivel up, but they're wonderful, so you put more water and they usually come back pretty quick. After these blooms have deteriorated and fallen off, you can give them a little snip, or you can leave them, and then just leave the foliage for the rest of the year. They're just big, kind of disc-like leaves, and yeah. But yeah, these are a really popular one for Easter. So when you get them, don't think that they're only an Easter plant that you can only have at Easter time. Always keep in mind that these are meant to be around for longer than something like a tulip. Or things of that nature, a lily of the valley, or something like that. Those ones are meant to, bloom and go away, but these guys, they are meant to be with you for the whole year. So don't throw them out after Easter time. Keep them around for a bit longer. Keep them around till next year. Try to keep them alive till then. I will do a video on how to get these guys to go dormant and then bring them back for next Easter, so you aren't buying $14 plants every year. So I will do a video when it's time for that, but I'm not going to touch them right now. I'm just gonna enjoy them. So, and they just smell like a regular plant. They're not particularly scenty, so they smell like foliage and greenage and wonderfulness. Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully that helps you out a little bit with hydrangeas and how irritating they can be for some people because they always snap and tip over. You can stake them. You can if you want. but it probably still isn't going to save it. Then the flowers will just fly off in a high wind. So like I said, put them in a pot and keep them in a pot so you can move them throughout the summer when you have them, throughout the spring while you have them. On a windy day, bring them inside. On a heavy rain day, bring them inside. On a day of hail, bring them inside. Anything that is adverse conditions, you gotta get them out of that area. You have to put them in a shed of some sort or whatever the case may be. So they're a little bit finicky in that regard, but if you can keep them out of crazy weather conditions, these blooms will last so long, and they're so beautiful, and they're so fake looking, but they're awesome. So thanks for watching. If you haven't seen my face before, if you haven't seen this plant before, make sure you hit the subscribe button. I do everything from gardening to shade gardens to sun gardens to orchids to houseplants to all that fun stuff. So give this video a like or a thumbs up, whatever you want to call it, if you enjoyed it. If not, just don't do anything. Just kidding. Leave in the comments below. If you want to get more information on the hydrangeas and where to find them and all that fun stuff, then make sure you leave that in the comments as well. Another thing, before I forget, these are cold climate plants. So if you're in California, I know I have a bunch of people from California, and let's become friends so I can just come to California and hang out on your couch every once in a while. But make sure they're in shade, because these guys do not like heat. No. Heat is bad. Like 80, 72, 80 degrees Fahrenheit is what they like. Room temperature. Whereas Canadians, like 21, 25, in or around there. No heat. They do not like heat. Their blooms fall off in that case. So, yeah. Peace, love, and plants. Happy Easter. I hope the Easter Bunny treats you really well. He treated me really well. I already had chocolate, so I'm going to work on my bikini body by downing a whole entire chocolate bunny. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.